Hi there Aries, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 24th of June. Your security, be it physical or emotional, is very much under the spotlight this week. This is because, of course, last week, the last day of last week, there was a full moon, and this is going to be permeating into this week too. And because the full moon actually sees the moon opposing the sun, you may find that in some way work demands, professional pressures are built up and are making life, in terms of your own happiness and contentment, that much more difficult to tune into. On the other hand, perhaps there's people immediately around you who need a lot of support. Now, ironically, you get support this week when Jupiter moves into this area, and it's going to be with you from Wednesday for a year. But on the same day, Mercury starts to twist backwards. Now, the significance of this means that words can get misconstrued, of course, when Mercury is in rewind. But when it's in the fourth house, it's not particularly happy here. There is a tendency to bottle emotions up. On the other hand, Jupiter is encouraging you to embrace possibilities. But this is a week when on Friday something does shine through the murkiness of all these watery influences to give you a real lift. And that is when Venus, the planet of love and affection, moves into the friendliest part of your horoscope, the most romantic area, and it's going to be here for 28 days. So this could be a trigger for better things when it comes to your love life. And yet, almost immediately towards the end of this week, the sun's back into a run-in with the 10th house, and this time with Pluto. Now, if you cast your mind back, in recent weeks, you've had Mercury going opposite with Pluto and also Venus, and at the same time they're squaring up with Uranus in your sign. This is a T-square with the potential to create real tensions. It's almost as if you want to escape from it all. All sorts of pressures seem to be crowding in on you. But what Uranus is doing, in some ways, is making you feel very restless too, and perhaps all of this energy is asking you to be much more conscious of what you really want from life, and not just be more passive to the process. It's to take charge. And it all comes back to that sense of tranquility, who you are, your personal identity. So you might do quite a lot of reflection at the moment. You might find yourself thinking more about your past early life and just getting in touch with some of the influences that you were given at that time. Some of these may no longer be relevant to the way the world has changed around you, and it may be time for you to update the way that you join in and think about things, and basically soak up the influences around you. So this is a time to perhaps stop and pause and really get much more in tune with the real you, and then it will get much easier to balance up with how you're going to link in with the world outside of you. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.